Hi, Gavin Newsom, your Lieutenant Governor, here at the Lieutenant Governor's Office of sorts. I decided a few months back to move out of the State Building. Not that I don't love the State Building, it's quite fabulous here in San Francisco, but I thought it would be a lot more fun to get out and to connect with the entrepreneurial ecosystem that is still alive and well in the great state of California. And so here I am at the Founders Den in San Francisco, where I'm in an incubator. There are probably 30 or so startups, all with the discipline that you provide and the education that you have offered for years and years. But they're here as startups. But nonetheless, I wanted to be here just to connect with that energy, that entrepreneurial energy that is so iconic in this great state. And I'm here just to welcome all of you and congratulate you for this historic online training, for all the extraordinary work MESA has been doing, the Academy for so many years, in the foundational issue of our time, and that is to address our competitiveness in no longer a connected but a hyper-connected world as we're dealing with the challenges of IT and globalization, how we can, as this country, continue to maintain our lead and maintain our competitiveness. And it's clearly going to be STEM that is that differentiator. So I'm here as a big proponent, a big supporter of your work, a big fan. I'm grateful for the work you're doing. My gosh, if you weren't doing what you're doing, think about where California would rank in so many indices. It is absolutely essential that that conveyor belt for talent, which is your teaching, which is your mentorship, which is your stewardship, that we convey that talent into and up to the university system. And MESA, of course, is proving that with 74% of folks that graduate from your program going on to four-year degrees, and of course 60% in the STEM subjects. I mean, those are staggering stats when you consider the norm. And so I'm just here, again, grateful as your Lieutenant Governor, as a former mayor of a pretty innovative city, San Francisco, as someone who believes that we can invent our way to prosperity again, and we can solve any of the world's great problems, as someone that believes in a framework of abundance, which is the capacity to dream and imagine, and the opportunity we have in front of us and inside of us as leaders to reinvigorate people's capacity, be as bold as their imagination is. So just on behalf of all of us in the state and the great work you're doing, I just want to tip my hat and close with this. I had an opportunity a few months ago to interview Tom Friedman, and the reason I bring this up, New York Times columnist, is he had a great line that I think sums up that hyper-connected world and the world we're living in. He said that he went back to his book, The World is Flat, which was on the New York Times bestseller list in 2005, and he just did a book called It Used to Be Us, and he said he wanted some inspiration, context for his new book, so he went back under the index in that 2005 bestseller book, World is Flat, under F, and Facebook wasn't there. This is when he coined the phrase, the world is flat and connected. Facebook wasn't there. Twitter, he said, was a sound. Apps were things you filled out to get into the university. Cloud was in the sky. 4G was a parking space. LinkedIn was a prison. And Skype, for most of us, was a typo. Think about that. That's just 6, 7 years ago. All those things ubiquitous in our lives. And what do they all have in common? STEM. They all have in common discipline in the work you're doing and the capacity to provide those examples and that kind of stewardship and mentorship to all of those that are counting on each and every one of you. So congratulations. I'm just excited about the work you're doing, and as I said, grateful. Final point, I've got 2 kids, so thank you on their behalf as well.